I feel like I should be doing like a professional sort of introduction, maybe, you know, introduce myself or something, since this is kind of my first video, aside from the draft and that shitty top 10 I did like a year ago. But I just feel like the best way to introduce myself is to not introduce myself at all, because that's exactly what you can expect from me on this channel, the absolute least amount of professionalism possible. So I guess by not introducing myself, I did really introduce myself. So it's kind of, it's like a parrot. It's not a parrot. Anyway, Battleground 2016 is coming up, and I can honestly say that I am excited for this pay-per-view. I am more excited for this pay-per-view than I have been in a while. Actually, I was really excited for Money in the Bank, but that kind of flopped in my eyes because I wanted Kevin Owens to win and all that. But that doesn't matter. This one I am excited for one reason and one reason only, and that is because of the unpredictableness of this pay-per-view. This is the most unpredictable WWE pay-per-view that has happened in a long time. Well, I think over half of the matches, it's very hard to predict who is going to win. Most of the time, you could clean cut the entire card, figure out who's going to win, and get at least 90% of the matches right. This time, that is going to be very difficult to do, especially with the 3 title matches, and we are going to be starting by predicting Rusev versus Zack Ryder. Throughout this, I'm going to be predicting the matches in order as well, so I'm predicting the order of the card, and I believe that they're going to open with Rusev versus Zack Ryder because they always open with a title match. Well, usually they open with a title match, and I don't think that trend is going to stop anytime soon, especially not at Battleground. It's really hard to pick and choose. I can't tell whether they're going to go with the Zack Ryder underdog storyline or they're going to go with Rusev. Baby Ruru is what we call him. I can't tell who they're going to pick. It's very hard because, you know, Zack Ryder had his moment at WrestleMania, so are they going to just push the button a second time? Maybe he's going to lose it to The Miz next Monday night on Raw, even though The Miz is on SmackDown. He's going to make a surprise appearance. God, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't put it past WWE, but I think the safest pick to go with here is Rusev. Rusev is going to hold on to his US title. He's going to keep it on Raw, and it's just going to be disappointing as hell. It's going to be a short match, and I think everyone's just going to be very sad. And coming up next, we've got one of the 2 6-man tag matches along with another tag match. This pay-per-view is like a Teddy Long wet dream, and trust me, I know because I've seen them before.
We're going to have ourselves a 6-man tag team.
But this is the New Day versus the Wyatt family, minus Luke Harper, because we just seem to forget about him. They don't mention that he's gone. They don't say, oh, Luke Harper is injured. They don't try to make up some kind of storyline. They just eliminate him from the equation. But I think it's pretty, this is one of the more obvious ones. While still somewhat unpredictable, I still think, though, that the Wyatts are going to go over. It's going to be their sort of last hurrah as they are being split up. Also, I think when Luke Harper returns, he's going to go to Raw, just a side note, so that'll be 2-2. Or maybe they'll just try to build up Braun Strowman as some big, beast, powerful guy, which is not going to end well, by the way, because nobody likes him. But anyway, the Wyatts are going to be going over just because the titles are not on the line, and the New Day just loves those titles. They are going to drop them to somebody, I don't know who, hopefully Enzo and Cass, but I don't, it really, I mean, there's a lot of good tag teams on Raw, so it doesn't really matter to me, but the New Day is probably going to drop it at SummerSlam. They obviously can't drop it tonight, and that is exactly why they will lose to the Wyatt family. Probably because of Xavier Woods. He'll be hypnotized in some way or manner, and then Bray Wyatt will get the victory, and that's how I see it ending. Next up, we've got El Generico versus Kevin Steen, and I'm not sure who's going to win this one because this match has happened about 372 times, and I just don't know anymore. I think the decision, the more obvious one, the one that probably should and will happen, is Sami Zayn going over Kevin Owens, but you really never know when it comes to this feud. Kevin Owens won clean at Payback, and Sami Zayn looked like a heel when he attacked Kevin Owens after losing clean. I don't know what is going on with this rivalry, but what I do know is that I love it, and I don't know why I love it. I shouldn't love it. Nobody should love it because it makes no sense, but it's just so damn good because these two have the best chemistry in the world. Of course, the best friends. Of course, they're gonna have good chemistry, but not only that, they're fantastic wrestlers. But I think Sami's gonna finally get his clean win, and hopefully this won't be the last match. I think this will be the blow-off match. Will be at SummerSlam. Hopefully KO goes over. I think he deserves it. Maybe not in clean fashion, but I think KO deserves to win. But I do think Sami Zayn will win this battle, but I don't think he will win the war. Next up, we got a women's match. The first time we've had 2 women's matches on a pay-per-view since I don't know when. I hope it wasn't 2 months ago, and I guess I have a really bad memory. But we have Becky Lynch versus Natalya. This is another hard one because I can't tell if this is going to be the blow-off match or if they're going to have another match at SummerSlam. One way or another, I think Becky Lynch is going to win this one. I hope, because I mean she just needs it. She's been losing a hell of a lot lately. She's just been sort of just like not really doing anything. Natalya, you gotta retire. You've done all you can do in this company. Just let Becky Lynch, put Becky Lynch over, and just be done with it so she can go on to bigger and better things at SummerSlam. Next up is the IC title match, and if the main event wasn't a thing, I would say this is the hardest match to predict. It is The Miz versus Darren Young, The Miz, of course, being the champion. I have absolutely no idea who is going to win this, and here's why. If the draft was not a thing, if there was no brand split, if there was just one roster, I would say that Darren Young is winning 100%. If Darren Young was even on SmackDown, I would 100% say Darren Young is winning that IC title. But I can't, because right now Raw has 3 championships, being the US title, the tag titles, and the women's title. If Darren Young wins the IC title, Raw will have 4 titles, and SmackDown will only have 1, being the world title. So I don't know if they would want to do that. Because like the only title I could see, like the only new title that could come to SmackDown would be a new world title. But I can't, because Dean Ambrose is currently on SmackDown. They're not gonna have 2 world titles on the same brand. So it's like as much as him losing could easily very well kill all of his momentum, and he got a big reaction on SmackDown too, which was great. I love the fact that he's getting over. Because I think he is quite a good athlete, and I think he is going to be a solid mid-card, upper mid-carder in the future. But right now, I think he's going to lose to The Miz, but it is not going to be clean. Actually, he might not even lose. He might actually win, but just by DQ, or Miz might get counted out, or Maurice might interfere. I don't know. All I know is Darren Young is not walking out of here with the IC title, and that is sad to say, but I think it is true. Next up, we've got the 6-man tag between John Cena, Enzo Amore, and Colin Cassidy, and the Club. Now, it's hard to tell because the Club just got split up, so are they going to be like the Wyatts and have their last hurrah, or are they going to lose? And I think that they're going to lose. I think this is going to be one of those fun 6-man tags where the faces just win for no really reason. They just win, and they're going to win clean. Probably Carl Anderson's going to take the pin because apparently WWE doesn't like Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. They don't care about them. They just don't think that they're like a dominant force, which sucks because now they're going to Raw by themselves. Who knows what they're going to do there? But I think that Cena's probably going to get the pin. It's going to be Team AJ with 1 point, Team Cena with another point, going into SummerSlam. It's all going to culminate, hopefully, as the rumors have said, as a World Heavyweight title, or whatever title you want it to be, some sort of world title match. That would be fantastic. I'd hope AJ would win that, but he probably won't because Super Cena. But tonight, I think that Team Cena is going to walk away with the win. Next up, we've got the tag team women's match, Charlotte and Dana Brooke versus Sasha Banks and a mystery partner. And I'm just hoping and praying that it's not Eva Marie, and I'm just hoping. Okay, if it's Eva Marie, I will unsubscribe from the WWE Network if the partner is Eva Marie. If it's Nikki Bella, I'll be upset, but not as upset. Nikki Bella's an okay performer in the ring, to be honest with you. She can put on some good matches, but I'm just not a huge fan because first of all, she's a horrible actor. She cannot deliver a promo for the life of her. But if she's coming back, that's cool and everything. But of course, the one everyone wants, the one we all need, is Bayley. If she does not come up, the fans will riot. WWE, if your plans were not to bring up Bayley, bring up Bayley. It does not matter. It needs to happen. You have to. I know the NXT Women's Division will be in shambles, but NXT has shown time and time again that they are good at building up stars, and they can build up new women in the division. We need Bayley on the main roster. We need her here now. It's the perfect time, so please just do it. It doesn't really matter who the mystery partner is. Whenever there's a mystery partner involved, that team's going to win. So Team Sasha is going to win, but I am hoping and praying and predicting that it's going to be Bayley. I don't really know why I decided to do predictions on this. It's just, I'm really not sure, but it's the Randy Orton and Chris Jericho, Talk is Jericho. What is it? What the hell is his show even called? God, I don't know. The highlight reel. He's just so goddamn irrelevant these days, except Jericho's actually great. But Anyway, I mean, Randy's RKOing him. That's basically what's gonna happen. Jericho's gonna talk some smack. Randy's gonna say, "This is the match of my life." Jericho's gonna be like, "Yeah, it is the match of your life." He's gonna say, "Except I'm better than you," or some stupid amazingness that Jericho likes to say. Randy's gonna RKO him. He's gonna walk out. His music's gonna hit. He's gonna hit that pose. And we're all gonna look at his nipples. It's gonna be a good time for everybody. But I mean, that's basically it. It's gonna end with an RKO and Randy Orton walking out. I mean, there's really just nothing else to say about that. And then, of course, we've got hands down the most unpredictable match on the card. We've got the World Heavyweight Champion, the WWE Champion, Dean Ambrose, defending in a triple threat against Seth Rollins and the Shield. Of course, it's the Shield triple threat. Everyone's wanted it. Everyone's been hoping for it. And I just hope it's in-ring as good as everyone has thought it would be. I think it will be. But I don't know. There's been matches in the past, like the AJ and Cena match. It just didn't live up to the hype. Nobody really knows why. Like, even aside from the finish, it just wasn't the best match, even though it should have been. I'm hoping this isn't that scenario. I'm hoping this match is absolutely amazing, and I do think it will be. But the question is, who is going to win? If it was not for the brand split, again, the brand split is the main factor in why this whole entire pay-per-view is so unpredictable. But I do firmly believe that if the draft was not here, Dean Ambrose, I'd say easily he's going to win, and we'll just get on with it. But now that the draft is here, I really have no idea. Any three of these men could walk out as WWE Champion. I really do not know who it is going to be. I think the least probable is going to be Reigns, just because I feel like they're still, I feel and hope that they're still trying to punish him. Not because I hate Reigns. I really don't hate Reigns. I hate when he has the title. He's not a horrible wrestler. He's bad on the mic, but he's an okay wrestler. You know, he can put on some really good matches. We've seen it with AJ. But I just don't want him to be pushed as the Golden Boy. And as long as he's not pushed as the Golden Boy, that's great. And that's why I think he should not win. But I do still think that they're going to punish him, and he's probably going to take the pin. So the one prediction that I know I can make for sure is that rather Ambrose or Rollins wins. I think it's going to be either Ambrose or Rollins, and they're going to pin Reigns. And it's probably going to be clean. I don't think there's going to be any cheating going on. But the question is it going to be Ambrose or Rollins? It's very hard to say, because all the rumors that have been going around have been saying there's going to be a World Heavyweight Championship. It's coming. It's going to be for SmackDown. It's going to be Cena versus AJ. The pieces are already falling. You know, Cena versus AJ is already a rivalry. They're both on SmackDown. I just don't know whether to listen to the rumors. They said it was going to be a SummerSlam. I don't know, because I don't know if I should pick Seth Rollins because of the rumors, or I should pick Ambrose. I'm going to go ahead, though. I'm going to pick Ambrose. I don't know if this is the smart decision, because the rumors, like I said, if the rumors are true, then Rollins is winning. I'm hoping the rumors, I don't know if I should hope the rumors are true. If I want to be right, then yeah, I hope the rumors aren't true. But Dean Ambrose is going to walk out of Battleground as the WWE Champion, because I just think it's best for the company, and it's best for the prestige of that title, because that title's prestige is as low as it has been in a long time. It needs to be brought up. It's changed like 6 times in the last like 4 months or something. I saw the statistic a little while ago. That's insane. That is not okay. Dean Ambrose needs to hold this for about 3-4 months. See, Dean Ambrose isn't the kind of guy that's going to bring up the prestige, but he sort of needs to hold it for a decent amount of time until someone can take it from him, hold it for a good 9-10 months, and you got the prestige back. But Dean Ambrose is not going to lose tonight. I don't think he can, or tomorrow night, I guess. I don't think he can. I hope he doesn't, just because of the prestige of the title. I'd like to see Seth Rollins win, but I think Dean Ambrose is going to walk out with that title. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to hit that like button, and I will see you in a couple days with my Battleground review and recap.